Hello, I'm Jessica, and welcome back to Not Just Another Jessica. Today is January 14th, which means we are 2 weeks into our 2020 no-buy. So I thought I would share with you how our family is doing and what it's been like to be purchasing no unnecessary consumer items for the year 2020. So, what has been difficult so far? I would say because we're early on in the challenge, I don't think it's been too difficult to avoid overspending in some areas, such as food, because we have a lot in the pantry still. But there's been temptations to spend on other things. When I feel the need to spend on something, I've been typing it into the notes section of my phone so I could keep track of what I'm saving by saying no to these little impulse purchases. So, here's my list. I said no to 3 Disney shirts at $12 each, so that saved $36. I said no to rebuying my favorite mascara and eyeliner from Thrive Cosmetics for $40. I did not go to the store to pick up more frozen and pantry food for $200. I skipped having coffee out 6 times, saving a little bit more than $20. We skipped going to the drive-thru at least 5 times, saving at least $50. I said no to new craft supplies for a project that would have been $30. And then I started getting emails from the shopping I had done over Christmas saying, oh, you have credit here, credit there on those little cash for later things, which, they're really just a way to get you to come back and spend more money. So I got one from Children's Place that said if I spent $50, I would save a certain amount. So I said, no, delete. And then I got one from Kohl's where I had a minimum spend of $40. Again, no, delete, no spending on that. And then in Old Navy, I had stuff in my cart that was on clearance. And a lot of it was very affordable, $5, $6. But it totaled up to $150. So I deleted all those items and closed out that tab. All in all, with all of those things I avoided spending on, I kept $616 in my bank account that would have gone out to small purchases. So I feel good about that because small purchases seem to be my biggest challenge. I'm not one to go and buy something expensive, but if I feel something is a good deal or a quick little purchase, I tend to let myself do that and tell myself, oh, well, it's such a good deal. But what I fail to recognize is it's not really a good deal if it's something we don't need, and that those little things add up. There wasn't anything on that list that had any value, I'm looking at it, over $10 or $12, but still, just a few of those can add up to $616. And with a family of 6, it's even more quickly adding up, because if you go and see something and say, oh, well, it's only $10, or oh, it's only $20, but you get one for everybody, before you know it, you're up over $100, and you do that once or twice, and you've already spent more than you intended to. So that's how that went this time. Now, on a separate note, we avoided $616 of impulse spending during this first week of January, but we did get an unexpected bill. So at my kids' dance studio, they gave us a bill that we owe $1,000, a little bit more actually, for costumes for their summer performance. Now this is quite a lot of money for costumes, and it's on top of what we pay normally for the dancing. So I'm glad that we were able to save that $616 by not spending it, because that makes it a little bit less impactful when we get bills like this $1,000. It seems like you never really know when you're going to get that bill from insurance for a copay that something wasn't covered, or you had to have blood work done, or someone needs a prescription, or your sport wants you to pay more for a tournament or a performance or something for the kids' needs. And it's really hard to say no to your kids when they're trying their best to do well at something, and you want to be a good parent, you want to support them. So by saying no to myself and my spending, that gives me more freedom to say yes to them and give them a chance to do the things that they enjoy. Now, kids' activities are very expensive, and I think that's something I want to look into on another video, because I can see how this can become very overwhelming for parents, especially parents of larger families. The youth sports industry is quite a moneymaker, I have to say, or at least a money taker from big families, because if you get a child doing something that's $200 or $300 a month, plus games and outfits and equipment and supplies, and you have 4 children, before you know it, you're at the amount of what some people pay for their rent or mortgage just to satisfy your kids with some of their activities. And it's hard to say when this is a good idea. Are they going to go on to use these skills later in life? I don't know. That's something I'd like to look into later. But for now, I found in reflection on the No Shop that I tended to be trying to shop when I was bored or stressed. So I want to make sure to be able to avoid that. So when feeling bored or stressed, I want to redirect myself towards either exercising here at home, going for a walk, or working on that knitting project I'm trying to get done. Those are all things that don't cost money, that are relaxing, and that are already here, so therefore free to me at this point. For January, we're going to continue doing our January Pantry Challenge, which means we will not be grocery shopping for the month of January. I'm going to continue to look through our budget for unneeded expenses that I can cut out. Little things here and there, little subscriptions, little other things. And I'm going to make a list of those and the amount of money spent by canceling them. We already did a few in December. And I'm going to continue going through rooms and organizing the closets and hopefully maybe either selling or donating the unneeded items so that we can get down to what we really need. And that cuts stress when there's less clutter around and things clogging up the home. Anyways, if any of you guys are also doing a no-spend January or a no-spend 2020, how have you been doing so far? I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you would like to follow along with our 2020 No Spend Challenge, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can see how our 2020 No Buy shapes up over the year. Have a great one. Goodbye.